Good morning. Welcome back to the Red Mic. Happy Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message. You see it everywhere. You see it on the walls, you see it on the floors, you see it in the smiles, you see it in the attitude. What is the culture of the place where you work, the place where you spend most of your time as an adult? Culture's always showing. And you don't need a consultant or a cultural audit to figure out if a workplace or a team is functioning well, if it has its act together. The signs are everywhere. You just gotta look and listen. You want to see a good high school? You'll see the athletes at the choir concert. You'll hear students say we instead of me, and when they're talking about their school or their team. Um, the locker room's going to have a air of effort, not entitlement. The gym floor is going to be cleaner. Um, all of that at a workplace, you're going to see it in other ways. You'll hear people step up and say, "Yeah, I got it," before you even ask for help. Team members are going to step in. Um, you'll see people picking up trash, in the foyer when they're on their way in, chatting with customers that they don't really have any real reason to interact with. Um, Little things like that. They'll thank people for the small things, the big things too, but smiles will be more readily apparent. Um, you'll feel it almost in the air. It's an attitude. It's a pervasiveness. So if you've got a job interview, get there early. Try to get the feel of the place. The people that check you in. The receptionist, people walking by talking with her or him. Get a feel for all of it. It's because culture's not. It's not just a mission statement. It's how people are treating each other when they think no one's watching. It's how things that are broken are getting fixed, usually quietly. If someone's being disrespected, people will speak up, they'll step up. And again, it's how often you hear thank you and how often people actually really mean it. There's a business consultant, leadership consultant. His name is Simon Sinek. I think that's how you pronounce his name. It's Sinek. He wrote a book called Leaders Eat Last. And he said a true cultural leader doesn't demand loyalty, they earn it by putting others first, even when it's uncomfortable. I mean, the title tells you a lot, but that line works too. Again, it's not just surface. It runs throughout the entire organization. Okay, now I'm going to talk about my favorite sports movie of all time. It might be it's probably one of my top 5 movies of all time. If you know me well, you know what I'm going to say. Hoosiers. Think about Coach Dale. Yeah, he came in all crusty and grumpy and attitude, big as the world, but his team really didn't start cooking with gas um, until they started respecting the structure, demanding respect from each other, holding each other accountable. It's like Jimmy in the last scene before they win it all. Again, 40-something-year-old movie. If you haven't seen it by now, that's on you. That's not on me. Hashtag spoiler alert is not necessary. Um, he wants to mix it up. Coach wants to mix it up and confuse everybody, so he wants somebody else to take the shot. And everybody's nervous. They don't want to be the guy who has to step up and put it all on the line. So what does Jimmy do? He steps up and he says, I'll make it. And he does. Case closed. Quiet confidence. And just him stepping up and saying, I'll make it. You can see everybody else around him relax. That's a sign of a culture that's working. Pride in your work, pride in your workplace, belief in your coworkers, your team, that sort of pride shows up in the margins. It shows up in the language that people use. The tone they take, the way they treat each other, all the way down, I mean, from the boardroom to the janitor, or the new hire. I mean, whoever it is. And that doesn't happen unless everybody in the organization is committed. Leadership is going to leave clues. I mean, it just is. If someone doesn't put their fingerprints on the culture, if it's all just fake, if it's all surface, you're going to be able to tell. Leadership shows, and so will dysfunction. Culture is always showing. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you'll give me a like, a follow, and a share, whether it's on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram, wherever you're watching or listening. I appreciate you being here. I really do. Go out there, knock the cover off the ball today, and go check your culture. Make sure it's working right. Thanks again. I'll see you again tomorrow. And remember, life is short. Drink the bourbon.